Hello there everybody, it's Tigitar here, and welcome back to another episode of the Terraria Hardcore. I've actually been doing quite a bit of building since last video. I've realized that at the beginning of the series I explained that, I want to do like a building focused hardcore playthrough. Really focus on the building and see how much cool stuff we can make, We're like almost all the way through the pre-hard mode enemies now. Like we've beat Skeletron and we have full Molten and we have 3 bases set up. And we're severely behind on our housing situation. So it's kind of ironic that the series that I decided was supposed to be building focused is way behind. So I've actually been doing a good amount of building off camera here between episodes. So for one thing, I've gotten a couple things fixed up here at the snow base. I fixed this small house, so I changed out the floor, put solid blocks here, and then just added a little tunnel from the other house over this way to access our little herb farm, which I forgot to mention last episode as well, but you probably noticed it. Oh look, it's Marty. So we got some herbs going here. We have also had a blood moon or two and a full moon since the last episode. I managed to find some Deathweed Seeds, so we can go ahead and put that in the farm as well. Got some more Moonglow seeds also from exploring the surface jungle during the night. I was on a trek over to the snow biome. I mean, not the snow biome, that's where we are now. Over to the ocean here because I wanted to get the pylon set up. And I was actually able to buy the pylon from the arms dealer when he was over there because he and the nurse together were happy enough that I could get the pylon. So we got that set up, and I currently have the nurse arranged to move into this small house as soon as night falls or it starts raining, and then we can easily grab the snow pylon from the arms dealer here, and we'll have that all good to go. Another thing that I kind of forgot to do that I was intending last time on this little house here, I left a plain old mannequin here in the corner, and I was going to put boreal wood on to have on display, but I totally spaced it out, so there's just a naked mannequin there. So we'll go ahead and dress him up there, give it a little more character, and then we are looking a little bit better in this space. I think I'm happier with that. And with that, I think we'll head over to that ocean pylon to check that out now that I got that set up. All right, here we are. So I noticed in one of the screenshots I took last time that whoever built this house is an absolute noob and missed some important hammer blocks over on this side here. So I better fix that for whoever that was. They'll probably appreciate that. Another thing is we haven't explored our little tree area over here. Oh, and cool. We finally got a gnome too. I've been actually thinking about that. We need some of those guys, so that's good. But yeah, we haven't actually explored the trees over here. So I thought maybe let's take a quick gander and check out down here. What if we got anything interesting or not. Not really so far. We got a stepping stool and some basic stuff. I'm hoping maybe a living loom would be cool. Another chest with not too much in it down underneath. Ah, here we go. This is what we're looking for. A nice living loom. Awesome. And we'll grab the living wands as well. Those will be good for building. Sweet. Okay, awesome. Now that we got that out of the way, I think we're going to run over to our forest pylon and talk to the Dryad because I have been needing some seeds. After I noticed at our main little base, the pots down there have not been growing flowers. So we're going to have to plant some ourselves, it looks like. I think just the wildflower seeds will be good. That will give us a random flower. There, I think we should be all set to go. Now another thing that you might notice is I have a slime staff in my inventory. We also had slime rain since the last video, and I actually managed to fend those guys off and fight King Slime again, and also picked up a nice slime staff. Now not only was there slime rain, I fought a second goblin invasion and got a couple of banners from them also. This one went much better than the first one. It was way quicker. Used the Sun Fury, and it really worked through the goblins like nothing. Okay, now that we should be caught up, let's head back to the main base, where I've actually been busy at work as well. Oh yes, so as you can see, I've been pretty busy here. I've added, most notably, the big stone brick ring around the base. It's going to serve a couple of purposes. One, it looks okay. It looks cooler than just a bunch of random caves around. It kind of designates this area as the actual base. And it will also help protect against Hallow and or Crimson once we transition into hard mode later on. So that should be good. I have a couple of little paths, stone paths set up for moss to grow. So there's the argon moss, the pink glowing moss that's going to slowly be working its way up here, and I'm hoping will eventually be able to encompass the whole base. However, it's going pretty dang slow as it is. It did start down by those 3 little torches there in the corner, so it's made some progress there, but not very rapidly. There's another path I have going over this way, so it should come up here as well. So hopefully we'll get that going. And the other thing is, you'll notice I have all of our bits of stone floating around the rest of the inner sphere, connected with these little stone bridges. That's to spread this blue moss, which I have spreading from this little water pool here. And there's also a little start down over on this corner down below there. I went ahead and took a good amount of stone and tried to replace all of the dirt and other non-stone blocks along the edges of the cave here. So everything should be able to get covered by that moss eventually, and I think that'll give it a cool look. So, but again, it's going to take a little bit of time. I added this little crafting bench down here so I can put some of our unique crafting stations. I'll add the living loom down here, and probably need to expand this or add a couple of layers on pretty soon. I've added some more storage underneath the house here, and over here I have set up hanging racks for our banners that we collect. Now, if you didn't know, you can actually hang banners from platforms if you hammer them into 3 times and hammer them into the lower version of the platform. You can't hang banners from normal platforms like over here where it's not hammered, but after you hammer them, then you can go ahead and hang stuff. So I thought it'd be cool to set this up, and we can have a little area where we can start putting down banners that we collect. Cool, got that going now. And there's a couple other things that I would like to do as well. Let's use our fancy surface teleporter here, head up to our arena. I thought it might be cool, instead of having our relics at the arena here, to put them down by the main base around the cave, because I think we'll be spending more time there in general, so we'll be able to see them more often. Probably leave the King Slime Relic up here, because after that second slime rain today, I have 2 of them. As we collect multiple of the relics, we can start filling in our arena once again. Let's see what we want to do with these relics. Actually, on a different playthrough, I had started making little pockets in the cave, and I was also doing an underground base. So I made little areas in the walls that were meant to display the relics, and so I thought I might try and do that again here and see how it looks. So that's kind of what I was going for. If we leave a close enough gap here on the bottom, we should be able to get our moss to eventually grow inside there as well, and add that color. But yeah, I think that's going to be cool. We'll hide the different relics around in little pockets in the walls. Changed out the top for statues and a clock with a couple of skull lanterns. I put a couple of those up here to look cool, and that way we got a clock at our base so we can check what time it is and know generally. So that'll be nice. And I moved a pylon that was up here underneath here to its own little cubby. I also changed the positioning of the chairs that we had in these little houses. So instead of placing them in the middle on this platform, I moved them up and against the wall. And so now the NPCs don't sit in them and glitch out during the nighttime. However, I do notice they kind of wander back and forth looking for the chair, so they don't actually stand still. Well, I think it's better than the other way, but still maybe not perfect. Oh, looks like I need a little more stone brick here. I keep calling it stone brick, but it's actually gray brick. There we go, we got our brain relic up there. That's pretty cool. By the way, while I was working on down here, it turns out it's a pretty good gold bunny farm. We got lucky and managed to capture, how many? We were up to 6 gold bunnies. So I think I got 4 or 5 just while I was working here between episodes. And so that's a little bit crazy. Uh-oh, looks like I screwed up and made it too tall. That'll never do. Ah yes, there we go. Much better. And there's our Skeletron Relic. Managed to just squeeze it in under the pool up here. I did leave this water pool in hopes that we can use it for fishing later on. We'll have a nice peaceful fishing spot right in town here. Another thing I might want to change real quick, as good as this little sandstone has been, I think I'm going to change it out for the iridescent brick. The sandstone isn't quite fitting in as well, I feel like, and I think with this it might be a little bit better. It was fun using the sandstone at first though, just because it was what we had on us and it was something different from the bottom half, but I do think this is going to be the better long-term solution here. There we go, cool. And now that we have those seeds that we got from the Dryad, we can go ahead and plant some in our pots that aren't growing. Didn't realize when I moved my bed over here a while ago, that was actually the only thing keeping this bottom part a valid house. So since then we haven't actually had a house here. So I went ahead and grabbed another wooden chair to put down. The bed was the chair for this house, and so when we took it out there was no chair left and it became unsuitable. Cool, there we go. We got the plants planted, the flowers planted rather, and I think we're looking good. I also added these green banners here and there around here to add a little color. With this area cleaned up a little bit, I think we're looking good. I think I might want to take a quick trip over to the dungeon now that we have Skeletron out of the way. And now that we're better geared up, we should be able to do some clearing in there. Maybe find, namely the handgun. If I can find the handgun, then we can get a really solid ranged weapon to move further in the game with later on. Always good to find the bewitching table and brewing station as well. So those will be high priority too. And as you can see, I'm a little bit overdue for some chests organizing and sorting. Even after we added our little vault area, we're starting to overflow again. That's why I added these lower chests here, but I have not yet moved anything into them. Okay, let's take off and go visit the dungeon. What a nice day out. Oh, you know what? I think we may be able to make a quick detour over to the snow biome and pick up our pylon. Well, I guess I was wrong. It's still the same day that it was earlier, so we'll have to come back a little bit later, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, down the dungeon for real this time. Oh look, Alfred the Clother has arrived. It's the first time that we've had available housing since we beat Skeletron. And yeah, it's supposed to be a building playthrough. Oh dear. We've got a couple of bewitching tables here. Very nice. Can actually get ourselves a second imp out. Alright, got a couple of gold keys here. We should be able to start opening some chests. Oh, a magic missile. That's not too bad actually. I kind of like that. Normal chest we'll snag another key out of. And we have the crimson chest here. I think I might go with the magic missile here for a little while. But we still don't even have max mana. However, I do have a good amount of mana stars on me, so we should be able to pick that up. Man, there sure are a lot of spiky balls flailing around everywhere in here. Dang. I've been spending way too long in this one area, it looks like. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fly up here and get some of those guys to despawn. Oh, look at this. We also got a water bolt here. A godly one. Cool. That actually will be pretty useful down here. It's got some nice range to it. I'll probably use that over the magic missile most of the time, and then we can deal with the big crowds from a distance. Ah, yes, here we are. Our alchemy table as well. We're already got almost everything that we needed, actually. Just that handgun. Ah, yes, here we go. Many fewer spiky balls everywhere. Cool. So one thing I like to do when I locate the biome chests. Maybe I was standing on spikes there. That's not a good thing. I like to write the first letter of the biome in torches next to the chest. So we'll see if we can get some space to breathe here, but put some torches down in a big C shape. And it doesn't even have to be that big, but something like that. Now we can easily identify where it's going to be on the map when we want to come back and possibly in hard mode and loot it. If we get the crimson key, we can make kind of a plan for which path we're going to take to get there and stuff. We actually have quite a few gold keys already. We're up to 7. Usually you're like scrounging around for keys trying to find them while you pass all these gold chests. But in this case, oh my goodness, look at that. We already got it, baby. That's actually everything that I wanted out of the dungeon, I think. So I think I might actually just dip out now. We've got 6 keys left, but we already have the obsidian shield. We got the handgun now. We even have a nice water bolt, which is useful for now at least. And the magic missile for a potential crafting upgrade in hard mode. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and call it here before anything scary happens. Actually, I lied. There's one other thing I want. Some lanterns. Well, we may as well grab a second alchemy table as it presents itself here. That'd be kind of nice, I guess. And we also get Starry Night. An awesome painting. May as well just check one other chest since it's right here. We probably don't need the Valor. Okay, let's get out of here for real this time. Yes, very good. Very good. With that, we can make our nice Phoenix Blaster here. Let's just do that because I'm excited. What do we get? A nasty one. Not too bad. Let's maybe go visit the Tinkerer and see how nice he's feeling. Well, this might actually be a bit of a problem. Since they can't find their chairs, they ended up kind of stacked on top of each other in the corner, and I can't talk to the Tinkerer because Nancy's all in the way here. Maybe I can move the Tinkerer up to this top house and see if he moves anywhere. Nope. Maybe I can switch the Tinkerer with the Clother, and then maybe he'll go into our main house. Ah, there we go. That's better. Now, let's move the mechanic up here. There we go. So after some NPC shuffling, I think we got a happy Tinkerer, and we will be able to get some good reforged prices. It's still 5 gold for the nasty Phoenix Blaster, but a godly one is worth 5 gold if you ask me. So let's go with that. Haha. We got one more banner we could add to our collection as well. Excellent. We got our inventory sorted out. The only thing I'm missing now are some bullets. So maybe we ought to go visit our arms dealer now. And for some reason, the nurse still is not moved in. Why is that? For some reason, she's not moving in. Alright, let's try replacing the Tavern Keep's house with the nurse. See if she will teleport over now. Oh yeah, there she is. Okay, so that works. I wonder why she couldn't teleport over here. Oh, I know. It's because the chair is not in a place that she can teleport to. Oh, that's why. Okay. So, same reason why the NPCs at our main base wouldn't teleport around in here when I changed the assignments. They couldn't reach the chairs. That makes sense. Well, now that we got the nurse here... Oh, shoot. She's not close enough to the arms dealer. Can I put the arms dealer closer to the nurse? Maybe... Does he not like the tavern keep? Oh, he hates the snow. I got it backwards. I was thinking that, for some reason, I thought that he loved the snow but hated the desert. No, it's the other way around. He hates the snow. Okay, so this won't actually work. I think we might have to use our tinkerer and mechanic to get the snow pylon after all. Alright, well anyway, I'll get that pylon sorted out in a little bit. But in the meantime, I do want to start wrapping things up, and before we end, I think it'd be nice if we could go investigate a little bit where the angler died. Now that I have been messing with the NPCs so much, we don't have enough here technically right now to use our pylon network, even though they're assigned all over the place. It says that we don't have enough villagers near the current pylon. So I'm gonna try and hook up our queen statue here to this switch, and we might actually be able to teleport somebody in here. Now hopefully it's not the Dryad. Uh-oh, there's the Dryad. We screwed up. I guess I'll just be walking it the old-fashioned way. Gosh dang it. Well, at least we can get up to the surface nice and easy now. Oh, well, we found where that meteorite landed back a while ago now. That's good to know. Okay, here we go. I think this is the place. Well, the reason that I was excited about finding where the angler died earlier was in hopes that there would be a gravestone there. But sadly there isn't. That's okay though. While I was actually building this base, the guide actually died, and he did drop a gravestone. And the reason that's important is in hardcore, you're not really supposed to die, because if you do, you kind of lose. Your journey stops there, you know? So how do you get gravestones? They drop from NPC deaths when you're on a hardcore character. Why is this important, you might ask? You probably know you get certain different special items from NPCs if they're placed in a graveyard. And one of these items is the seed for the opposite world evil that you can buy from the Dryad if you put her in a graveyard biome. So in order to get the corruption seeds, which we need to make our own corruption biome, we will need to place the Dryad in a graveyard and then buy those seeds from her. And so that is why, essentially why we will need to do some tombstone collecting eventually from our NPCs. So whenever they die, we got to look to try and pick those up from them. And with that, I think we're on a much better track to call this a worthy building series now. Made some good progress today, although I still haven't quite figured out the dang snow pylon situation. We got our Phoenix Blaster all good to go, and we got our base expanded here. We fixed up that roof at the little ocean shack there. I think I'm good to call the episode here for now. We got a lot of progress done. I'm happy with that. We got everything we need out of the dungeon and stuff, so I think we're looking pretty good. The song of the episode is going to be Bad Dreams by Retrophile. Retrophile is this band that I have recently discovered over the last year and have been listening to a handful of their songs, actually. They're these twin brothers who are out to recreate the sounds of their childhood. They have an awesome sound, and I really love their songs, but Bad Dreams is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite one of theirs. So go check that out if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome rest of your day.